Today, I'm going to be playing as the nation of the Timurids, a super powerful nation located primarily in the region of Persia that starts off with Khorasan Ajam and with Transoxiana, Khorasan, Afghanistan, Sistan, and Fars as their subjects. Of course, everyone knows the Timurids, they're the most popular choice to form the Mughals, but they aren't always successful in AI games because, as you all know, their original ruler, Shah Rukh, dies a couple of years after the game starts, and their vassals, usually with the support of others, break free, and the Timurids don't really do anything. Now, the Timurids are called the Timurids because of the founder of their dynasty, Timur I, or Tamerlane, and before he died, he embarked on one final war, one final conquest to conquer all of China and restore the Yuan dynasty. He never did that because he died along the way. So it's time for us to fulfill Timur's dream and, as the Timurids, conquer all of China and restore the Yuan dynasty. Let's jump in. Alright, here we are as the Timurids, ladies and gentlemen, a nation I've been looking forward to playing for a very long time. And I'm glad, by the way, that the most liked comment on the previous Edizzy video was this conquering China thing. In fact, the second most liked comment was the same thing, so I'm glad you guys chose that because the door's wide open for us to still do a Mughals grand campaign where we conquer all of this, but more on that when we get to that. Either way, yeah, here we are as the Mughals. We start off with these boys as our subjects. We have cores on all of them except for Sistan, which means we can insta-annex them once the time runs out. We have cores on Ajam right here, which we do want to fight instantly. We start off as an Ikta tier 1 government reform, cool-ass missions over here. Shah Rukh is still alive. We need to get the vassals in line. Pretty much the standard Timurid start, which I could use the practice, you know, for our Mughals grand campaign once again. But yeah, it's interesting that we can't even see all of China here at the start, and I guess we're just gonna have to push through these guys over here to get the China. We could go through Chagatai and Yarkand right here, although they would be more annoying, so I think we're gonna snake north of the Himalayas right here through Ladakh, Gugay, and Tsang right here before we reach Ming. But more on that later. First, we gotta get started by getting all of our cores back as Ajam. Obviously, we do need to grow a power base over here as well. And by the way, I'm not forming the Mughals, so we're strong enough to fight Ming in case Ming doesn't blow up or when we fight them while they're at full mandate. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and choose the lenient taxation ability right here. Now, I know there's a mission up top. Yeah, this one. Okay, we need Shah Rukh to die for that, so I'm actually not gonna wait for that. I'm gonna take lenient taxation immediately. Let's go ahead and do these things right here, and we do need to be careful with the estate setup right here because we don't want to go under Crownland to where these guys will become more rebellious. We start off with supremacy of the Yasa, Soyurgai grants, and patronage of the arts. Okay, so no selling titles, no privileges that cost us Crownland. Okay, so let's get these guys in line, royal marry them, ally them, blah blah blah, and pretty much declare on Ajam as soon as we can. Okay, so this is what the estate setup looks like. Like I said, no privileges that make us lose estate land. Subjects are now loyal, all of them, at least until Shah Rukh dies. This is the part where we choose a ruler for Fars and their color changes based off that. Obviously, I'm just gonna choose the best guy for them, which I guess is 542. Okay, so they become purple. You rarely see that purple Fars. Okay, so let's tell two guys to improve relations with own subjects. One guy, actually, no, I need to royal marry Transoxiana and hit Ajam immediately. They ally Nogai. That's pretty common. Let's hope they don't get some other guys. I don't want this war to be too long, you know? All right, there it is, December 11th. Ajam has allied Shirvan and Nogai, which I think does almost always happen. It's like those are their only valid allies, but we're doing an insta deck right here, Reconquest for Semnon. Let's get it. And there's a mission we can take immediately, Rumors of Rebellion. Yeah, we gain 10 per projection as well. Monthly war exhaustion, recruitment time, mill points. I like that a lot. Oh, thank God. Freaking Shah Rukh is a scholar, bro. Okay, there we go. I've pieced out Nogai for money and war reps. We still can't piece out Shirvan, but it's not a problem because we got 99% with the Ajam. Now, Shah Rukh, still alive, okay? 1447 still alive, which is strange if you ask me. For me, he always dies 1445. Dude, I've had him die 3 days after the game starts. I've had him die November 14th. I'll always remember that. But we're all right. Let's piece out Ajam right here. Now, the interesting thing is, I think, yeah, Ajam can be full annexed, which of course will make us inherit Ardalan and Luristan, but we don't want that. We already got these guys, and how are we going to keep two more guys in line? So I'm not gonna full annex Ajam. This is what I'm gonna do with them. We still got cores down here that we can reconquer. We might do that later, doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, there we go. And some money. And we just got most of our cores back from a jam just like that. Now, we can do another mission, overrun the trader. We gain permaclaims on Khuzestan and Tabaristan. And if we complete this mission by, you know, that one way, we gain army tradition. If every Shia, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so, oh, wait, the other way is better. How do we do the other way? Every Shia province by conquest. Ah, by subjugation. See, I didn't know that, but no, we don't need a Jam as a subject. Come on, there we go. Okay, so that's that mission taken. Another mission, perhaps? No, that's all the missions we can do. Okay, I think that's it for now. Let me go ahead and spy on Ladakh now. And I guess still prepare for Shah Rukh dying, huh? Yeah, okay. Now, I lost just a little bit of Crownland. I don't even know how, dude. And these guys obviously gain a lot of Liberty Desire from that. Might as well dev up a little bit. There's the mission, develop Herat. So we need 25 dev in our capital and 2 buildings. I'm gonna activate Encourage Dev right there. I know the Renaissance hasn't spawned yet, but I gotta do it. Okay, we're at... Oh, I still need one more dev click. Frick my life. Okay, there we go. Okay. Ooh, of course we should state these things since they're free anyway. That'll make our subjects fear us even more. And even just this starting war, it's got me hyped for the Mughals Grand Campaign, man. I'm thinking the goals for that one are gonna be to conquer everything, you know, from the Balkans to Indochina, Mashriq, Arabia, Egypt right here, you know, do a long... what you call it, Mughals. Now here we have the move at Isfahan event, which sort of makes you fight a war versus a Jam. I did not know about this. Just kidding, I did know about it, but I didn't remember it, man. Okay. You know, the thing is, I still think it's better to declare on them immediately without waiting for that, because they can get some other allies. These guys might become rebellious if Shah Rukh dies super quick, so yeah. And there he goes. My time has come. Shah Rukh is dead, and the vassals aren't disloyal? Of course they're not. I mean, of course they're not. See, I knew they wouldn't be disloyal after we took the provinces from a Jam. Okay, I gotta admit, slight luck right there with us doing the war so quickly and Shah Rukh dying in 1448. I guess 1448 isn't too late either. But yeah, okay, there we go. That's awesome right there. So our next guy's in charge, the other Timurid guy. Let's do that, let's do that. All of these guys are good. Ooh, is it worth it paying off Transoxiana's debt? Yes, I think it is. Oh, and now we can do another mission, which is governors at bay. We basically can gain whatever here. Make it seize 1 crownland, giving it double manpower plus 1 staff. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that since we're doing the vassal stuff still. Okay, now I guess since we're kind of chilling, we fight Ladakh once we finish spying on them. Then we'll be annexing the subjects. Okay, I think this is going to be a pretty smooth campaign, boys. I just need to stop these assholes from attritioning, man. Now, another thing as the Timurids here, you can get so many vassals for free, I'm assuming. Yeah, look at this, dude. Biapas, Ladakh, Yas, Kangra, Najd, Gilan, Hasa, Jay Salmer, Hizan Kaifa, Kashmir, Dawasir, and a bunch of these other guys as well. But don't be a fool, man. Don't do this before you annex these original rowdy boys. It's always like this, isn't it? I wasted admin points to stab up. It was 137. A couple of days later, I got a stab event. I actually love it. Okay, well, got a claim on Ladakh. Let's declare on them. They're allied to Garhwal. We don't need to do anything with Garhwal. This is going to be a strange campaign, boys, because we're really not going to be pushing into India at all, which is kind of the thing you want to do as the Timurids, but China is our main focus. So let's declare on Ladakh. We'll let the vassals do all of the work and start our snake towards the Ming Empire. Time to collapse it. Okay, now we can start using our money to build buildings. Okay, we are done with Ladakh, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, officially our push towards China has started. Now, I wonder if I'm gonna discover Guge right here, or am I gonna have to spy on these assholes to learn about pretty much Tibet and North China and South China and Shinan and Mongolia and whatever. I didn't learn about Guge. Okay, building a spy network of 50 on Chagatai is on the menu. All right, just got admin tech, which means it is time to start deving the Renaissance. Now, we got a good mission right here. I think it's, yeah, develop Herat. So once we have 2 buildings and dev 25, Renaissance will get 50 more right there. So we already have one, well, we actually already have 2 buildings in Herat. Yeah, that is our capital. Let's, yeah, as soon as I get this, expand infrastructure, and I guess just push it up to 25. Okay, Herat's at 25. The Renaissance has spread that much. Now we can take that mission, production fees, support and advisor discount. Yep, there we go, nice. So technically, by only deving up to 25, we're at 81. Nice. Okay, Herat's up to 30. The Renaissance is there. I'm letting it spread now. My guy in Chagatai was actually discovered, so the spy network failed, but I did learn about these provinces just now, so yeah, okay. I guess we don't need to try and discover China just yet. Alrighty, 10 years have passed, which means we can officially integrate our vassals right here. Now, I know Transoxiana has like 5 Khorasan Uzbek right here. It's totally not worth it getting them, especially in this campaign where we don't care about this. All of these guys are above 190, perfect, so we're gonna do... wait, I'm gonna do the integration policy. There it is. So let's do Transoxiana, Khorasan, and Bars. And, you know, it's already at 100. As soon as the month ticks over, these guys will be insta-annexed. After that, we'll do Afghanistan and Sistan too. We don't have cores on them, so we will need to, like, manually integrate them. But, yeah, there it is. January 1st. They have been annexed. We can do a mission now, which is strengthen the northern flank. Every own Uzbek province culture gets blah, blah, blah. Perma-claims up here. I guess the game does want you to conquer that later on, huh? We might have to go for this in the Mughal Grand Campaign as well. I might have to include, like, Central Asia, Mongolia, and stuff like that. I don't know. Should it be a Mughals to Mongol Empire campaign? It's a bit too much, I feel like. And we already did the Mongol Empire, didn't we? But that was the Teutonic Order A to Z. And there's Afghanistan as well. Okay, do we have the gov cap for this? Actually, we do. Nice. Okay, let me full state some more things. Are we an empire as the Timurids? Yes, we are. Okay, now it's time to reconsolidate the armies, and I can finally do these things that I've been wanting to do. So let's give out religious state and clerical advisory council. Let's give the emirs primacy. Let's give the merchants land and commercial. Do we need to give stuff to the Dhimmi? No, we don't have Christian provinces, but I guess we... Well, it's actually non-Muslim, so guaranteed Dhimmi autonomy. There we go. We do want to give that out. I'm not going to be converting China, boys. Really, there's a very small amount of nations that are Sunni that you're meant to do a conversion campaign with. Pretty much all of the Sunni guys are, like, meant for tolerant playthroughs. All right, just did an estate privilege. We can do this mission as well. So return to the Sharia. We can either do this for legitimacy, estate agenda completion. Okay, I'm gonna take this. All right, so I'm still, you know, working on stuff that need to be done after you annex the subjects, but Gugia is obviously next, boys. We're gonna go through them. I can't be bothered with Chagatai, man. The wars are just too annoying. So we also need to continue the Timurid vassal swarm, obviously. So let's pick up some of these guys that are gonna be useful. I think I'm gonna be rolling with around 5 subjects all the time. All right, so I picked up Hassa as a vassal. I feel like none of these other OPMs are really worth it. We can even do Guge, but what's the point, man? We gotta go through them anyway. So, yeah, I think we're done vassalizing. I'm actually, it might make sense. Yeah, no, strength and noble privileges for sure. Okay, let's Guge is like the Limbu one, and then Kam, which we can't see. Kam is over here, but by walking over to Kam, I guess we can discover all of these provinces. But I still need someone to spy on. Let's try frickin' Chagatai again. Okay, let's declare on Guge. Okay, 50 spy network on Chagatai. Steel maps. Where is it? I can never find it. Requires Diplotech 6. Break my life. Okay, Guge is willing to accept. There we go. They're done. Next, over here, it should be Tsang, but obviously I can't see it. And we need to wait till Diplo 6. The reason I'm not taking tech is because I don't have the Renaissance yet. Ideally, I should have embraced this before I annexed the vassals. But oh well. Just got Medina as a vassal. Why not? I felt like they were one of the guys that was worth it. And then we're also pretty close to annexing Sistan. Okay, I've never noticed how many weird things are happening here. So Syria has expanded this way. The Mamluks have eaten Karaman. Byzantium's got Rhodes. Genoa's got Corinth. Athens is expanded here, and Biz is still alive. Ah, the rare but not impossible alliance of Bohemia and Ottomans. How does this stop me, though? Let's see. What weird alliances are going on around me that the game is trying to mess with me? Actually, nothing seems to be that out of the ordinary. Sistan's been annexed, so there's another mission we can take, which is secure the East. Other permaclaims and a general. Okay, this is what it gives me claims on. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, finally just got the Renaissance, man. Jesus, we can turn off institution spread in all of these. I did activate it in quite a few places, but that means we can finally take our first idea group right here. I'm gonna pick up Tech 5 in every category, which is awesome. We're gonna do... Bruh, it's a no-brainer for massive conquest like this. Diplo admin, right? Yeah, easy Diplo admin. Okay, let's open up with Diplo, actually. That's not gonna help us get the Diplo 6 faster, but frick it, man. There's another mission we can do. Herati Madrasa. Okay. Nice. Okay, hey, I can see Tsang now. Dope. They're allied to Limbuwan. This is gonna be easy. Okay, let's maybe do a little bit of conquering this way. Nah, let's do Tsang, and then I'll turn back, conquer some more things down here. Building the power base, remember? Okay, let's fight Tsang. After that, we border Ming tributaries already. We're gonna border Kam, which is their tributary. Yeah, Ming right now, actually looking pretty stable. I think they've got all of their tributaries. Have they tributaried Oirat? We can't even see Oirat. Damn, that's weird, man. It's weird that the Timurids can't see that. They haven't tributaried Oirat. Okay, interesting. I guess we'll figure it out later. Oh, wait, I was spying on Tsang, wasn't I? No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. Of course, now we got a gold mine as well. The Glacier gold mine in Saparong right here. Listen, we could use more money, but I can't be bothered to dev it now. Max manpower is so nutty as the Timurids, bro, in the early game. Okay, let's go for Tsang now. We can finally do it. We have a spy network. Well, that fort was a pain in the ass in Lhasa, but there's Diplo 6, which means now we can steal maps. Yes, okay, so let's steal Chagatai's maps of, we can't do North China, can we? But we can do Tibet. There we go, we've learned about Tibet, excellent. And then we can steal Kam's maps of North China? Yes, perfect, man. Okay, so I still need to spy for South China and Shinan. I'm gonna keep spying, obviously. Okay, perfect. And that's gonna be a full annex on Tsang right here. I feel like this was maybe the slower way to reach a Ming vassal, but it was the less annoying way. I don't want to have to fight a Chagatai who's got Yarkand and is allied to Kazan and Uzbek, even though one of those guys wouldn't join. But yeah, Ming looking pretty stable, man. Mandate currently is 60. I guess we'll wait for them to take the second reform and then hit them, or at least hit Kam, right? Their tributary guy. Yeah, we can't reach Ming directly. Okay, so the decision to form Yuan right here. We need Shilingol, Karakorum, which are both, I think, owned by Mongolia. Maybe Oirat if Oirat's annexed them, and I think they may have. And then we also need Shuanghua, which I don't know where it is. Is it that one right there? Yes, and then we also need Beijing. And all Mongol, Korchin, Khalkha, and Oirat lands. And be the Emperor of China? Can we dismantle the Empire of China? Now, you know, it was sort of the dream to conquer China. Was it to restore Yuan as well? I guess it was. Okay, we're restoring Yuan, so I guess I do have to fight these guys up there, huh? Yeah, okay, we will do that later. I think we should be able to do this without being Emperor of China too, man. Because I don't want to be Emperor of China. Let me see the requirements on the wiki. Yeah, we can do it without being Emperor of China. Okay, we'll just full annex Ming or whatever. Okay, nice. There should be maps of Shinan. Cool. We can't get South China, though. We need to stand in one of these two to get South China. I can kind of see some of the cultures we need to conquer here. So this is Oirat. This is Korchin. We need to get all of those. And then it's... what are the other ones? It's Khalkha and Mongol. Okay, so that means that that's Mongol. And I guess this pink thing is Khalkha. So... oh, is this Oirat up here too? Yeah, we pretty much need to conquer everything Oirat and Mongolia own at the start. Okay, just gonna do a little consolidation here. Let's hit Mushasha and we'll eat up Mazandran here too. Level 3 center of trade in Persia, nice. And I just stole maps of Mongolia. We can see everything we need to conquer, man. Well, at least from these guys. So yeah, this is Oirat, this is Khalkha, Mongol, Korchin. Okay, not bad. It's pretty much all owned by Oirat and Korchin here. And of course, all of Ming. Well, right? Yeah, I said we would conquer all of China. Yeah, so the entire China subcontinent. Another mission here, reform the military. All right, we're done with these guys. We're gonna full annex Mazandran. They got some nice provinces, even though they weren't a co-belligerent. And then, shoot, yeah, full annex Mushasha, man. Now we can do another mission. Let's see which one it is. Stabilize Khuzestan. Perfect. So we gain further claims this way, which I think we're stopping with our conquest this way, boys. There's really no point in wasting time going that way. I just did this, you know, so we can nab some nice provinces. And we're over 100% war extended. Oh my god. You know, I'm gonna wait for this war to play out, or at Dekton Uzbek, and then I'm gonna fight these guys, man. Now that I know we need to conquer them, or at least, I don't know. Is it gonna be useless going through Chagatai and Yarkand? I don't know, maybe, but Oirat is looking like it's gonna win this war, so... nice. I just realized we never mentioned Timurid national ideas this campaign, but we start off with +1 land leader shock and +1 diplo relations, discipline as a finisher. In the meantime, prestige, morale of armies, shock damage, legitimacy, tech discount, domestic trade power, and yearly corruption. So really not that bad, not that good either. There are some good ones for sure, but you're sort of meant to upgrade, you know, when you become the Mughals. And also, where's that mission for becoming Gurkhani? So I need 40 army tradition, which actually won't be that hard to get, especially with all the rebels I'm fighting. And then we need an army larger than 100k, and we become the Gurkhanis. We gain CCR and siege ability until the Age of Discovery. Huh, not that useful. Shit, I'm actually already at 38 army tradition. Let's I'm just gonna provoke these Afghan guys, and we'll get army tradition just from winning these 2 battles right here that I've just provoked. Or not. All right, so Oirat has pieced out Chagatai. I'm actually just gonna declare straight up for Yashil-Kul right there. Yashil-Kul. That's actually Yarkand right there. Yashil-Kul. Perfect. Tier 3 government reform time. We could go with representatives of the crown right here for more vassal stuff. It does make sense since we're an Ikta. I think I'm gonna. This war hasn't been annoying at all. I even pieced out Kazan super quick. The only annoying part is because it takes so long to walk through their provinces, but their armies are so tiny, man. Their armies are so small. But there's fresh blood. All right, war with Chagatai is pretty much done. What I'm gonna do is surround them like this and actually not do anything to Yarkand. So later when we full annex Chagatai, and that's going to be done by taking the rest of their provinces, or actually it might make more sense to, I don't know, do something like that. Yeah, it doesn't matter too much. We're basically going to get Yarkand automatically as our vassal, so it'll save us from conquering this. Even though we don't need it, I guess it would be nice. So there we go. That's a war with them done. Have we started conquering certain provinces? Yes, we do have Oirat provinces now officially, and we do border Oirat, who's really not that strong. They don't have allies. They've integrated Mongolia, and Nanai and Shibe, which are up here, are only their tributaries. So if we fight Oirat, it's just Oirat. Now, I do have a claim on them, so that's not half bad at all. Do we gain further claim up there from this? I don't know, not sure, but damn, man, it might make sense to go for them immediately here. That is what I'm gonna do. Break it. Let's get these boys here, and I'll just declare straight up, bruh. I know we've sort of forgotten about Ming, but we got time, and they still haven't even passed their second reform, so. Building up some cannons, and we'll declare I've just diplo-vassalized Biapas, and so there's Reconquer Mazandaran. We gain further claims this way. Yeah, man, I think when we do the Mughal Grand Campaign, boys, even if we are able to form the Mughals, I don't think I'll do it until I complete the Timurid mission tree, because it's absolutely freaking massive. Okay, so I've pulled out the Grand Company. There we go. We're way over force limit, obviously, but it's so I can take this mission, and there we go. Just like that, we are Gurkhani, ladies and gentlemen. We're still the Timurids. We're still Timur. Don't you worry about that. And it gives us CCR and siege ability. Might as well use it while we're doing this Oirat stuff. Now, where are those missions that it wants me to preview? So, Nomad mission tree, Persian mission tree. Okay, the Nomad. Oh my god, does it change entirely? This is insane. So we got stuff with the Ottomans right here. We got stuff with the Mamluks. Jesus, how big is this mission? When are you supposed to form the Mughals? This is down here, Horsemen of the Apocalypse. What does it want me to hire? Where does it want me to conquer, though? That's the thing. So this is towards Russia. Yeah. And this is Ambition in Yuan. Feed Mongolia region. Oh, okay, let me read this. This is what we're supposed to do. This is what we were supposed to be doing the entire campaign, folks. I'm glad I discovered it now. Okay, so look at this, boys. After we weaken Chagatai, right? Basically take more provinces here. We will be able to do this mission, and after we recover the north also, which is some provinces from Uzbek. These are easily done, obviously. Then, once we've done those, and we own 20 provinces in Mongolia, so we do need to fight Oirat preemptively still, we will be able to cede the entire region of Mongolia, or everything we have in Mongolia, to our subject, an incorporated vassal called YUAN, which is exactly what we want to do. And there'll be no GovCap penalty, they're 25% cheaper to annex, and they gain perma-claims on North and South China. Also, we unlock the Yuan Reconquest CB, which allows us to take provinces in the China super region at 75% cost and 150 prestige. That's option 1, or option 2 is we gain a permaclaim on North China and just some power projection and manpower recovery and siege ability. So, boys, I know this wasn't the original plan, but I think this is how we're meant to do it, right? Because, you know, when Timur wanted to restore Yuan, he wasn't gonna become Yuan, right? Like, the Timurids weren't gonna become Yuan. It's you know, they were gonna reestablish the Yuan dynasty in China instead of Ming. So I guess it does make sense to do it like this, man. Okay, we'll figure it out later. I'm definitely gonna do that. And actually, let's go back to the Timurids. Perfect. And let's pick these missions for sure. I don't think, yeah, the Persian mission tree. Yeah, it's like this way. The Nomad one is like this way. It's from Mongol Empire. So this is what we're going with, obviously. So there we go. I'll think about it later. You know, let's wait for Yuan to pop out, and then we'll see if I give all of China to Yuan or I take China for myself while Yuan exists. I think it makes more sense to give it to them, right? But we'll see. We still got time. So, yeah. Next war, still Oirat. Now, the way I'm seeing it, boys, there's no way we complete this mission tree before we form the Mughals, man. Because we're gonna conquer all of this and still not have formed the Mughals, you know? So, I think we do it the old-fashioned way. Just as soon as we can form the Mughals, we do form the Mughals. You know, I know there's lots of awesome permanent modifiers and stuff like that, man. But, yeah. Or maybe, shoot, maybe this is just a straight-up Timurid campaign and we form the Mughals with someone else. Maybe Delhi Mughals, huh? Let me know what you boys think. I'm not so super sold on that idea, and this has complicated things a lot for me. But, right now we're doing a Japan Grand campaign. Watch it if you haven't already. Second idea group time, admin. Provinces have been cored, cannons have been built. Let's fight Oirat. And we're done. Not even a single battle with the Oirats, man. They were hiding out here this entire time. Now, obviously, no, wait, another thing. So do we, this got me thinking again, man. Do we do a Yuan subject or do we form Yuan? Let me read that comment again. Does it specify? Either way, this is the peace deal I'm gonna do with Oirat. There we go. Got all of the border provinces, and we border Korchin and have Ming, you know, surrounding Ming now too. I'm reading the comments right now, and they really don't specify. So this most liked comment is, as the Timurids conquered China, as that was the last of Timur's campaigns and the one he died before completing. It doesn't say anything about Yuan. I think I just added that myself. The second most liked comment, which is pretty much the same goal, says, Timur died on his way east to restore Yuan control over China. He was also the only one to inflict a crushing defeat on the Ottomans during the rise. So do just that, form Yuan holding all of China and have the Ottomans not be a great power. Okay, we're not doing that part, but this one says to form Yuan. And then someone says, as the Timurids... No, wait, it's not that one. As the Timurids complete the Timurid mission tree, then form the Mughals and complete their mission tree as well. Also unify Islam. Boys, I don't know how much time you think I have. I make a video every other day. It takes a while to record these, especially big-ass campaigns like that. Now, I don't know, man. We were on our way to do this, you know, to restore Yuan as a subject. That does give us the Yuan Reconquest CB, allowing us to take provinces in the China super region of 75%, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know. Do we actually do pop out Yuan, give them all of Mongolia? We use that CB to conquer all of China, annex Yuan, become Yuan? I guess that's a way to do both. Okay, so we will do this mission. We will release Yuan. We'll conquer China for ourselves, annex Yuan, become Yuan. Okay, but now that we're done with this, and we have started conquering Oirat, Mongol, and Khalkha cultured provinces, and I'm actually working on vassalizing Karadel here, we do need to work on these other two, which are recovered the north. We need to fight Uzbek for that. Actually, not bad at all. And then we need to finish off Chagatai, and our truce with them is up in 10 years. So yeah, I guess we go for Uzbek here, and Nogai maybe. Is the Timurids like, or actually is guys over here, Timurid subjects, like the most formation guys you can do? Because you can do the Timurids by getting a Timurid prince, right? Then you can do the Mamluks. Then you can go back and do the Mughals. Then you can do Yuan, then you can do the Mongol Empire, I think, right? I mean, that's all I can take from Nogai. Yoink, my subject now, suck it, Ming. I don't think I make Unguarded Nomadic Frontier tick for Ming, do I? Wait, they're coalitioned? Why? What do they do? They haven't conquered anything, have they? What could they have conquered? Korea, maybe? They're fighting Korea, Ming Conquest, but it's the... Yeah, why would they get coalition? These guys down here, interesting. Can they take stuff next to their tributaries? Maybe they have stuff here that we actually can't see. Or they gave it back, or what? I don't know. Or they forced tributaried someone big. Okay, by the way, even though Ming is in a weakened state right now, I'm not gonna fight them until I get that, what was it? The Yuan Reconquest CB. I'm just waiting for things to play out because the Kazan declared on Uzbek and then the Ottomans declared on Kazan. So I'm waiting for Uzbek to not fight anyone before I fight them for this. Also, truce with Chagatai is pretty close to running out. Well, not that close, 5 years, but you get the point. Okay, Kazan ended it with Uzbek. Let's fight Uzbek. Alright, Uzbek has been defeated. Let's go ahead and take the provinces that we need to take from them, which are these for that mission. Actually, not just that. And then, do I take more even when we don't need to? Yes. Yes, we do take more even when we don't need to. There we go. That's what I'm gonna do right here, I think. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. But that does enable us to take the mission, recover the north. We gain some nice bonuses. A general, they lose devastation, and further permaclaims this way. Okay, so yeah, this one definitely gears us towards forming the Mongol Empire, man. This nomadic branch of the mission. You do have the Persian one too, obviously, but yeah, let's score those up. GovCap, obviously a big problem, but yeah, now we're gonna chill until our truce with Mogulistan, with Chagatai is up. I'm allied to Jaunpur as well. I got favors with them. I'll make them break the alliance with them, fight them, full annex them as just 3 provinces, and we automatically get Yarkand as a subject, so we won't have to conquer them. Nice, let's chill until then. As for the economy, man, it's doing really well. You know, I'm building buildings all game right here. We're making a ton of money. Like, we're chilling in every regard, really. Yeah, look, 15 ducats a month. Not bad at all. I know it's not that much, but it is. It's enough. Just annex tiny little Biapos that I diplo-vassalized earlier. Just made Jaunpur end that alliance. There we go. Oh, they've allied Baluchistan now? I know Baluchistan is like one of the first nations you fight as the Timurids usually, but okay, a little longer than it needed to be, but we're done. There's a full annex on Chagatai. Yarkand should become my vassal. Yes, they did. Perfect. So now we're done with another mission, ladies and gentlemen. Weaken Mogulistan. We gain a permaclaim on the Mongolia region. We unlock Chagatai warriors of state privilege, blah, blah, blah. Kyrgyz has an accepted culture, army professionalism, and now we can also take the mission Ambition in Yuan. The event Yuan campaigns happens, and we can choose option 1 or option 2. Okay, so there it is. Option 1 is we shall follow in his footsteps. There's pretty much telling us about, you know, the whole goal of this episode of A to Z. So, on an unfortunate winter day, let me start over. On an unfortunate winter day of 1405, Timur died while on his way to the Ming border, where he was planning his campaign of conquest. Driven by his ambition and years of disrespect from the Ming envoys, he would never have his dreams realized. However, Babur III, hey, nice. However, Babur III may, for the Timur's empire stood the test of time, and it is powerful enough to take on the Chinese emperors again. So, we shall follow in his footsteps, ladies and gentlemen. We cede Mongolia, everything we have in the Mongolia region, to Yuan. Yuan gains cores immediately. We make them an incorporated vassal. They're 25% cheaper to annex. And unlike others, they will not get a GovCap penalty. They get a permaclaim on North China and South China, not Shinan, and we unlock the Yuan Reconquest CB, allowing us to take provinces in the China super region at 75% of the cost and 150% of the prestige. Let's follow in his footsteps. There we go. Yuan has just been released as a subject, ladies and gentlemen. That's all they own, pretty much all of the provinces that we have in Mongolia. And I know it maybe made sense for us not to core them, but yeah, only if we did this last and what we just did now first. Okay, so now we should have that CB. We don't. Let's wait a month here. There we go. So this is regular conquest right here. It's all Yuan claims, and then I have Yuan Reconquest. It is Yuan's what you call it, CB. Yeah, 150 prestige, 75 cost, still same aggressive expansion. Yeah, there it is, man. That's all they got claims on. Do I give it to them or do I take it for myself? I don't know, but obviously now it's not possible to form Yuan because Yuan exists. Is it possible after we annex them? It should be, right? You know what? I've decided we're staying firmly now. I'm gonna give them all of Mongolia, North China, South China, and Shinan. Feed it all to my subject Yuan. Truce with Oirat is up. They're only allied to Sagi Yogurt. Let's go ahead and beat their ass. I'm just gonna do whatever. Well, I'm a Yoink Sarig Yogir for myself. And then I'm gonna be giving everything that's in the region of Mongolia to Yuan over here. I think that should do him pretty nice. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna give them. About half of Oirat right here. We'll take this other half later. Or Uzbek's kind of... Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Or maybe we surround them so no one can take their innards and stuff like that. Okay, so the provinces I want are up to here. Okay, like that. So we're giving everything I'm selecting right here to Yuan. Nice, nice. That should do them pretty good. And then we'll finish off the rest of where we're at right here. We're gonna give them the Korchin culture provinces over here. Pretty soon we're gonna fight Ming. Actually, Ming has recovered. They still got all of their tributaries, and they're about to pass a third reform. I think now is gonna be the time to hit them, man. Sure, Yuan has to core all of this up, but it's not a problem. Yeah, as soon as they pass this, we hit them. Okay, let me core that one up. I guess we are not converting anymore. And then I take that, sure. And then I take that, sure. And then I get in position to fight them? Yeah. Babur the Fourth. He's here. He sucks, I think. Kinda. Just integrated Caradel, and I learned about all of this. I think with the integration of Caradel, I think that's what did it. Or maybe not, I don't know. But yeah, now we can see all of this, man. We can see all of China straight up. No one's in Taiwan just yet. These guys up there, we don't need to fight too many of them. Yeah, it's just a region of Mongolia. That's where those cultures are located. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. Oh, frick my ass. I'm out of manpower. Oh, I never noticed that, boys. I never noticed that. Okay, I guess we wait to recover manpower then. Yeah, I've been sloppy with my manpower, I'll admit. Here, for a reform time, we can strengthen the ulama right here. I am kind of converting, if I'm being honest. Kind of do want to convert some of these, which do contribute to religious disunity, which, of course, I guess are just the Shia ones? Yeah. How do they contribute that much, man? Supremacy of the Yasa. Damn it, how do we revoke that? 3 agendas from the ulama completed. Okay, let's do some. I need the defender of the faith to like me, and that's the... I'm gonna go with this, yeah. Well, Ming did pass a reform. It's just I'm out of manpower. Another mission we can do in the meantime, though. It's down here, a Persian capital. Okay, very nice. Sure. Ming is big, man. Don't get me wrong. They got a lot of troops. Now is my chance, of course. I am even 2 Miltecs ahead of them. There's another mission, too. Tajik recruits. Cool. Might as well slacken a little bit, actually. Why not? Do I go Miltec 9 on Miltec 6 Ming? Break, yeah, I do. Okay, we slackened to the max, and I'm up to 56k manpower, which, hey, I'll take that any day. So, let's go ahead and declare Ming, ladies and gentlemen. We are gonna use the, Yuan reconquests. The war goal is to show superiority. Cost 4 Tim, all of China. Very nice description right there, but, yeah, let's beat their ass, man. Let's beat their ass. Low mandate, 3 decks over them. They're 6, I'm 9. Hell yeah. Very nice. For me. There's the peace out. I'm giving this all to Yuan. Obviously, they can't take too much, and it's the same whether I take it or they take it. I, played around with the aggressive expansion and the war score cost and stuff like that. It's pretty much the same, so let's just feed everything to them. So, there's the peace deal. I did give them Beijing, and I did give them all 4 of these northern forts, which should make the next war versus Ming pretty easy. Obviously, some of these guys will be mad at me, but it really doesn't matter that much. I'm out of manpower once again, so... maybe we could do a little trickery right here. My thing on comm is up. Yeah, let's spy on comm, and I'll fight them and just white piece Ming, so the truce with Ming isn't this massive. Okay, so I changed my mind a little bit here. There's actually a diplo vassalization on comm, which is great. We don't gotta fight them. Thank you very much. And now what I'm gonna do is rival the Mamluks and the Ottomans, apparently. And now we're gonna declare on Korchin. Their ally Jianzhou won't help. And I can also reset my truce with Ming like this. So let's just do, but that's only for that. It doesn't matter which CB we use. I'm gonna give it all to Yuan. At this point, I also need to be developing the colonialism somewhere. I even teched up to Tech 9. We should have some relatively cheap provinces. Let's see, why are those that cheap? Isn't Sari like the best one usually? Yeah, I'm gonna do it in Sorry, man. There it is. Okay, there's a peace out on Ming. I can actually make them end on alliance with Bengal they just made. So we still reset our truce by 6 years. Yeah, it was 1524. Nice. Okay, let's deal with Fortune. Honestly, it's kind of cool creating, building like from the ground up a massive subject like this, man. We really haven't done anything too similar to this, I don't think, in any series or whatever. Yeah, like giving them all of Mongolia and North China, Shinan, South China. They're gonna be like absolutely massive. We're gonna have a more than 1,000 dev subject right here. So that's why I think it's imperative for us to grow as well. So I can annex Yarkand right here. I think I'm gonna get into it with Baluchistan, get into it with Assam right here. Do our own wars too, but as sort of side goals and whatnot. But I am having a lot of fun with this Timurid campaign, man, enjoying it. I do need to examine some other missions though. Yeah, so pretty much this mission right here locks you out, if you want to, out of forming the Mughals. If you choose option 1, we gain CCR and admin efficiency if we fight Delhi. There's really no need to fight Delhi, but we'll see. Look, Shibe will accept threatened war for all of these Yuan claims, but Yuan doesn't have a claim on the only province I actually want to give to them. Yuan did move its capital to Beijing, by the way. Okay, let's fight Baluchistan here. We're gonna full annex them. Well, that wasn't difficult at all. East out Gujarat because Mewar's dunking on them, and Baluchistan have already unconditionally surrendered. That's all I want. That's all I need. A classic first war for the Timurids a couple of patches ago. Now I'm doing it 15-15, and it's only 15-15? Damn, I feel like I've been playing for so long. I actually have been playing for quite a while, boys. I started around 9:30. It's about 1:30 right now, so already 4 hours. You know, take away a half an hour for breakfast and breaks and stuff like that. Damn. Yeah, we're really going slow in this campaign, in-game time-wise, but there's another mission, Baluchistani Frontier. We gain further permaclaims over in India, over in this section right there. Nice, I like that, man. We do need to expand ourselves, like I said. Annexing Yarkand, gonna annex Kham, gonna threaten war on Assam. They will accept. I think I'll just threaten war for these Tibetan provinces right here, honestly. These 3, we'll do that later, so let's pour all of that up. We're pretty close to wrapping up admin as well, getting more gov cap. Honestly, I'm thinking about even fighting these guys over here. It's the Mamluks, Karakuyunlu, Akkuyunlu, who's an Ottoman vassal, more stuff over here. Maybe we even get to fight the Ottomans. Who knows, boys? I'm just rolling with the flow of this campaign. As you can see, I'm not really strictly following along this goal too much, whether it's me or whether it's Yuan. I decided so late. We're gonna feed these guys slowly. We're chilling, taking it easy, and just savoring one of the, well, final big guys that we have left in A to Z. A to Z is gonna be done in a couple of months, I think by June, July. Yeah, and only a few big guys left to go. I know it's Venice, but I really can't think of anyone else. Venice and Vij are 2 big guys we have yet to play. That's right. A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T. Yeah, Sweden we already played. U. Not a lot of guys in U. V. Not a lot of guys in W. No guys in X. Very few in Y. And no one in Z. Enough yapping. Oh, so now I can see that. Why? Okay, there we go. They gave me that province. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and grant it to Yuan right there. Puteha. No, it's Grant Province, right? Yeah. Yarkand's been annexed. Hey, truce with Oirat is up. Let's declare for Sain Chand right there. Or actually, Karakoram. Very important. And we're done with Oirat. Okay, cool. So Yuan has all of Mongolia now, which is awesome. And I think they have all of the Oirat. Well, we together have all of the Oirat, Khalkha, Mongol, and Korchin provinces, which is dope. Didn't need to do that, but added it as a little bonus goal. In the meantime, my truce with Ming expired. Do we go for them immediately? Yes, I think we do. So let's just do, once again, the Yuan Reconquests CB right here. Dragon Jaunpur, because they'll come in. And actually, Ming is allied to a pretty decent-sized Orissa. I didn't notice these guys expanded that much. But listen, my boys are already here. Let's go ahead and hit Ming. We do need to pummel them a bunch. So there we go. Alright, I've been dragging this war out longer than I need to just because I wanted to occupy everything over here. Ming has started blowing up and I'm kind of tired of fighting the rebels, so I'm just gonna be transferring. Man, this is hard on my eyes. This red on brown or whatever color Ming is, or red on white, man, it really hurts my eyes and I don't even know what the frick I'm selecting. So there we go. I've transferred this to Yuan. I guess everything that's white is for Yuan. So I'm just gonna be giving them things over here. Why not? Okay, that's by me. Damn, looking at this made me dizzy, bro. So let's just give everything we can to Yuan, which is that. They can't take that much, can they? Huh? Okay. Well, wait. Something is for me. Tai Yuan. Okay. Tai Yuan. Where is that? That one right there. I haven't transferred. There we go. There we go. Cool. We'll need 88 more wars versus Ming to do this. I really haven't gotten. Really? I try to build you up into a great empire, give you all of China and Mongolia, and this is how you thank me, you assholes? Well, I'm not letting you break free. I'm not letting you be rebellious. I'm holding you down till the end. You're gonna own all of China whether you like it or not. Tier 4, we got a Subutai's strategy right here. Artillery discount and leader siege. Maybe, though, we go for defensive stance here or organized military staff. Yeah, I like the supply limit, actually, more, even though it's unique. All right, time to do something for myself while we're chilling. I'm gonna fight this ally-less Karakoyunlu here. Ming, meanwhile, not blowing up, and they still have tributaries. And I have no idea what they did down here to get that coalition still. They don't own land down here. Kham has been annexed. And there we go. Ming's province work score cost is 529. Man, I guess I really haven't been pummeling into Ming for a while, except for the Ming releasables, which kind of skewed my perception of what it feels like to conquer Ming, you know, with the Chinese kingdoms and the getting cores on all of their provinces and the 25% cost. So yeah. All right, let's do a fake war on Jiangsu to reset our truce with Ming. And that's the fake war with Jiangsu done very quickly. We're not taking anything from them. White Beast Shibei, White Beast Ming, and more good news, Yue and Wu popped out after that, and I think we're gonna see some other guys as well, because well, there was a Ning separatists here, but there are some Shu guys as well. So yeah, let's hope a couple of more guys pop out of Ming, because we do have that CB on these guys too. It's just I would declare, but I don't border them is the thing. Well, Yuan doesn't border them, so as soon as we border someone, or as soon as our truce with Ming is up, obviously we're fighting them again. Actually, third idea group time. I never really thought about these other ones. It would be nice to go for something mill related, I guess, or influence, I don't know, to keep these guys in line. Not that they're out of line right now. We could get more subjects here. Yeah, it's just a bunch of OPMs. Doesn't really matter too much. Frick it, I'm not taking influence instead. I'm actually gonna take quantity here. Yeah, why not? Exactly 1500 dev. Yeah, it's I feel like this is such a weird way to play. Oh, there's Dali, actually. We could yeah, we could declare on them. Or we can't. No, they're in Shinan. Frick, Yuan doesn't have CB on that. Either way, it's a weird way to play the Timurids, man. I'm not sure if I like this more than doing the classic Mughals thing. Yeah, I think if we do the Mughals, yeah, I'm not sure if we start with the Timurids. You guys let me know what you think, like I said many times. More guys have popped out. Nice. Shi, Shu, Miao, Chu, Ning. We got a CB on Shu. Let's go for it. And I'm gonna hit Shi as well while there's no allies. Okay, Shi is done. Oh, there we go. Let's declare on Chu while we're here, and Wu lost to Ning. There we go. All of that is for Yuan. Let's continue fighting Chu. At the same time, our truce with Ming is up. I'll fight them as soon as we're done with Chu, because we'll still need 2 wars with them. Probably 2 wars with Yue. No, actually no. As it stands, no. Yeah. Okay, everyone is 1 war except Ming. Dali might be 2 wars. No, it's not. I'll quit moping. Just... Okay, so we're done with Chu as well here. Now, I'm just realizing if we fight Ming immediately here, Yuan will stop coring these provinces because they are Ming cores, right? So we're gonna have to chill on that. I'd rather fight someone else like Ning. This is the best thing that could have happened to us. Saves us so much waiting, man. Come on, I'm gonna have to farm prestige to keep these assholes loyal. Be thankful! Be thankful! Let's... Oh, I can't get rid of the integration policy. Almost done fighting these guys, but there's a mission down here. Chagatai Elite. Cool. All right, all of this goes to Yuan. Can they get coalitioned? Can I get coalitioned? Oh, I can get coalitioned. Frick. Hold up. Okay, so there's only 4 guys left. It's Ming, Dali, Miao, and Yue. Now, Yue is too big to annex in 1 war. So is Ming. Dali isn't, but they are allied to Ayutthaya and Lan Na, which is gonna make this war longer. And then Ming... Yeah, Ming's got allies as well. So does Yue. Now everyone has allies. Oh, Tung Ning too, right? Because it's colonized. Listen, can I pay off your debt? Yes, I can. I take out a couple of loans. There we go. Do you want me to fix your financial situation? I mean, frick it. Since I'm here, man, might as well hit some of these guys. Not Ming, obviously, because... Or we wait until Yuan's finished coring this and then we fight Ming, but I'll get coalition before then. So really the trick is to declare on everyone before I get coalition, isn't it? But Yue guarantees Dali and Miao is a subject. We can do this to Tung Ning, build boats in the meantime. We can drag them out from here to here. It's not a problem. Yeah, frick it. We're fighting Yue. We're still progressing, but Persian Gulf trade. More claims down here. Okay, I still need to build boats. Another mission, Suti support. Sure. Alright, this war took a pretty long time, but only because I was waiting on boats, so I'm gonna piece out a separate piece, wait. Oh, right. Okay, there we go. Transferred to Yuan. Now we can give it all to them. That is part of China, of course. Perfect. And now, I guess we give these guys everything else that we can, which is not that much. it really isn't a whole lot. Damn. You know, some of you might be thinking, why don't I just take this stuff for myself and then just give it to these guys? But it doesn't matter. They won't take it if it takes them over 100. And sure, I could save it for them, but damn, man, is UA really that? 137. All right. See, I took Hangzhou by accident, and I can't give it to them yet. All right, armies were back, though, and these guys, they just keep being assholes, so, who cares? Let's declare on Dali right here, using the same CB. It's gonna be annoying to piece out Ayutthaya, but, we gotta do it, man. So it's just Dali, UA again, Ming, or maybe Ming not twice. Their province war score cost is 123. This is 3. Nah, it'll be Ming twice. I really should have fought them first, but frick it, we can always choose break them, bro. So let's fight Dali. Man, I gotta say, Lanna and Ayutthaya were surprisingly quick to peace out. So yeah, there we go. I guess we're done with Dali if they're willing to accept. They might not be because they still have a troop up, and they've occupied 2 of my forts, but no big deal. We'll see if we can do this. So is that, yeah, that's everyone to Yuan, and they will accept. Perfect. So there we go. There's a peace out. Let's see. These guys keep getting more rowdy. Grand Province. Let's try this again. Hangzhou. There it is. They won't accept again. Okay, I need to wait again. Oh, the coalition. Huh. I think Ming will join as well as the thing. And I can't declare now because Yuan will stop coring. Frick it, let's risk it. Let's risk it. These guys up here, they're just having fun, aren't they? By the way, the rumors are true. I have been coalitioned. That's the wrong map mode. There we go. Look, our dev is 1168 and Yuan is 1133. Pretty soon they'll have more dev than us, which is, I don't know, cool? Maybe? No one here is mad. I could beat someone's ass so bad. All right, annexed a little OPM Armenia right here, coring that up right now. Let's do Uzbek. Now, this is what the coalition is looking like. Kind of annoying, but frick it. You know, it's always when they get you at the end, man. And I still got 2 wars with Ming. Bruh. Well, actually, I got war score cost versus other religions minus 25%, and province war score cost minus 20% with Diplo right here. I might be able to take everything from Ming here, and then I'll just drip feed it to Yuan or something. So, yeah, let's consider it 1 war with Ming, 1 with Yue, and actually 1 with Meng Mao down here. They own provinces in China. It's kind of nice like this. You know, I kind of like seeing this. It looks like an MP campaign, doesn't it? You know, like 2 buddies cozying up, one ready to stab the other in the back at any point right here. The nation played by me, obviously stronger than whoever else is playing. Better than Flory, by the way. You just know how it goes. Oh, religious league is formed. That's always worth mentioning when we do get to it. I'll show you what happens later. Uzbek have surrendered. Some of you might be wondering why I'm doing this. I don't know. To be more powerful than Yuan? I don't know. You gotta admit it, boys. I think us doing this is like way cooler than us just conquering all of China. You know, we've seen that before, but growing a vassal this big? If any of you guys, you know, have watched every one of my videos, can you remind me if we've ever done something like this? And, you know, no colonial nations, you know, they don't count, of course. We've grown them, but I think I've fed Ming some cores back in a world conquest, but I don't know if that's the Ottomans' world conquest we got an A to Z, so I don't know. I seized land. Oh, we can finally do this one right here. There we go. So that revokes that noble's privilege, and now we can do a mission because of that. A land tenure reform. Cool. Now I'm getting people out of the coalition with money. If guys have more than 50 opinion of you, they won't be in the coalition. So I can pretty much pop all of these guys out. Ayutthaya too. Lanshang probably not. Daiviet, I just gifted it to them. They don't want to leave. So yeah, like we'll be able to get about half of them out. Oh shoot, yeah, okay, I got somebody out. But the religious league fired, man. It just fired. Damn, this Bohemia with these guys declared on this Austria? Really? Why? Yeah, I swear the Protestant guys are bolder and bolder every campaign, man. They're gonna lose, obviously. Oh, shoot. Ming just left the coalition. Let's go. Yeah, I was right. I can take everything from Ming. I'll see. You know, once this war is done, I'll transfer everything to Yuan. If they can take all of this, then I'll give it to them. If not, I'll take it for myself and just give them everything slowly. But this, interestingly enough, some of you may know we don't need it. It's not in China. But yeah, Ming War aside, it's 5 o'clock. I think I'm gonna finish this one off tomorrow. Alright boys, it's officially tomorrow, and I've been doing this Ming War, and Ming is willing to give me, personally, everything that we need from them over here. So that's gonna be a wrap on that war. Just one more war versus UA and then Mongmao. Obviously, the coalition mostly disbanded once I restarted the game because that's what it does. I am going to get re-coalition because of this. It is quite a lot of aggressive expansion and overextension. But yeah, the plan is I take all of this for myself. Or wait, I actually didn't test if Yuan can take it. But no, probably not, right, because of this. Okay, yeah, so I'm just gonna feed them everything. There we go. There's the peace out. All right, there we go. I've granted them all of these provinces that you can see right here, and you know, now we're no longer over 100%, even though it hasn't updated. So we're not over 100. They're not over 100. Aggressive expansion is high, but hey, UA can't join the war because I got a truce with them. So oh wait, I gotta declare on Mongmao and UA before they're able to join the coalition. That way we don't really care about the coalition, right? Yeah. Alright, so there's my deck on Mongmao. Alright, this war is progressing. There we go. The truce with UA expired exactly this month, and there's a deck on them as well. Lanshan can't join because we're already fighting them. That's our final war. There we go. We just need to wrap these guys up, and give it all the way to Yuan, and we will have fulfilled Timur's dream. Let's go. Okay, war with UA is done. As usual, my stupid subject Yuan, who I've given so much to, can't even take all of this, bro. They're embarrassing. So I'm gonna have to overextend myself for these guys once again, but let's peace out Mongmao. Give them those 2 provinces, or actually, no, I need to transfer it. They can definitely take 2. So there we go. That goes to Yuan. Perfect. There's a peace out. And then this is all occupied by me, right? Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and full annex UA right here, and we'll do the same thing. We'll just give them these provinces, or at least as much as they can take. Just like we were doing with those Ming provinces up there. So there we go. All of the wars are done, ladies and gentlemen. We officially don't need to fight anyone else. Yuan owns all of North China, South China, and Shinan, and my little bonus goal of giving them Mongolia. So let's just give them these provinces, wait for them to core them up. You know, we don't want them to blow up or anything like that. We want a stable run, and this is a good one, man. I like this one. I like this one. Like I said yesterday, man, it's like 2 buddies teaming up for an MP campaign or something like that. All right, that's all they could accept, which does leave me once again over 100% overextended. It's not a problem, though. Well, you know, they're not that angry now. There we go. You know, it's rare to get coalition by Japan, but hey, we've done that. Well, not for long. Everyone left. These guys are gonna leave too. Oh well. You can always dev these guys as provinces to get them loyal too. Just a quick check right here. I'm 1395 and Yuan is 1361. I'm still bigger, bro. I guess I won't be when I give them this though, huh? Oh wait, I think because Austria made Catholic official, we didn't even notice that. They can now force guys to be Catholic, right? Yeah, but no one is. I think we can grant more provinces now. Yes, we can. Okay, excellent. That's gonna bring me below 100. Well, listen, Jaunpur, I know you helped me in like 20 wars, but I can't be bothered. And I've given them everything. We're still gonna wait for them to core it up, though. Let's be patient here. You know, to have a subject own all of China and Mongolia and still make only 11 ducats from them is, hey. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. In October 1562, Yuan has officially finished coring all of these provinces that we gave them, which means our goal, which we changed up a couple of times, but it's still pretty much the same goal, for this campaign is finally done. Our subject, Yuan, owns the entire subcontinent of China. Such a different campaign, and with this weird-ass Timurid mission tree, and I enjoyed it, but it was definitely different. But yeah, there you go, man. Start off as the Timurids right here, you know, with a goal to conquer all of China and form Yuan, which we technically did for someone else, but we also did kinda, you know, got these vassals loyal, expanded over here, consolidated our region, started pushing through here to China until we saw the, you know, these missions right here, and then, you know, everything changed, the plans changed, expanded up here, created Yuan out of the provinces that we conquered in Mongolia, fed them all of this, and this is where we ended up, man. Number 1 on the Great Powers list, with 2,040 dev total. Our own dev is 1266. Yuan should be bigger than me right now. They are 1496. So 230 dev more than me Yuan has. If they were independent, they would be the, yeah, they'd be the number one great power in the world, which is pretty interesting. But overall, man, a super fun campaign. This is what we took for our government reforms. You know, didn't get anything here. Might as well go for aristocratic court with the vassal stuff right here. Pretty good income. I did build lots of buildings, but we mostly stopped focusing on that once we really started pummeling into China. This is what we took for our ideas. Diplo, admin, quantity. In hindsight, admin didn't work because we didn't do this conquering, so I probably should have picked up a mill one right here and gone influence here if I knew we were gonna do this, but I didn't. Expansive Timurid mission tree that we didn't really focus too much on because this was our main goal. And yeah, it got me thinking for the Mughals grand campaign later on, man. Do we start as them? But aside from that, man, super fun campaign. Massive armies as well. Cool ass battles. Took a lot longer than I thought it would. But yeah, this is what we ended up looking like. This is us, ladies and gentlemen, as the Timurids right here. A proper, this is our giant ass subject YUAN, and we have Hassan Medina, who we've been dragging around for help pretty much the entirety of the campaign. So yeah, was this a worthy Timurid campaign in A to Z, one of our final big guys? I think so, man. I think so. We did such an unorthodox goal, and we still did the things that the Timurids are famous for: conquest, you know, wars, big armies, making money and stuff like that. And we did accomplish quite a big chunk of their mission tree. So I'm pretty satisfied with that. I may yet to play them again, you know, in the Mughal Grand campaign, but, you know, I'm just savoring it because it's one of our last big nations left in A to Z. But, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm very happy to say that this campaign as the Timurids in A to Z has been a success. And that has been the Timurids in A to Z. Let me know in the comments below what I should do as this nation next week. That's it for me for now. See you next time.